All right, we are live. So, welcome everybody. Let me just get my comments up here. There we go. All right. So, hopefully, today is going to be a little better than last week. I had a couple technical glitches. So, hopefully, that won't happen again today. All right. So, I went on a couple minutes early just because I want to kind of just chat about what this whole thing is with coloring with Jeff. It's exactly what it sounds like. There we go. It's exactly what it sounds like. I want to show people that um, as a colorist for comic books, I was doing the same thing. I was basically coloring with Jeff as well, I think it was called. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to show people that in the comic world, in animation, in graphics in general, there is somebody who does all the coloring and who has like color theory and, who does all that. And I want to let people know that you can do this. There is a way. There's so many different avenues when it comes to art. Art is so vague, but if you go, excuse me, but if you look into it a little bit more, you'll see that, wow, there's a graphic designer, someone who does just backgrounds, or someone who just does, wow, that person just does special effects, or wow, that person just does color or lighting, or the foreground. Believe it or not, there's people who just do the foreground in certain things. So there's a lot of different avenues that you can take, that you can definitely do if you want to go into the arts field. You just got to figure out exactly what you want. You got to go for it. And you got to do it. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm doing this. Also to kind of show off some of my characters. I'm not going to lie. Someone's got to do it. But yeah, those are just a couple of the reasons why I like. But I also like going live. I like talking with people. I like being around people. And for those of you who've seen me at conventions and whatnot, you know what I'm talking about. You know that I love going live. You know that I love coloring, and I love being there, handshaking, which hopefully I'll start doing soon at conventions and events. So, yeah. But I do hope you guys are enjoying these so far. I know I'm having a great time. This, I think, is the fourth one, I believe, of this new season. And there's more to go, believe me. But I have some great pieces that are coming today. I'm going to be doing a fan favorite. And I'm also very excited that this particular piece was sold out at the last time that I had a sale going on. So I'm very excited about that. So hopefully you guys, if anyone's interested, all these pieces are always available. You can always ask me, leave a comment here, private message me, or you can just go to bulkystudiosart.com, and all the pieces that I color are going to be up there, ready to go for their new homes. So let me just check the time real quick. Think we're doing okay? No comments? Okay. So, all right. One more thing that I want to share with you guys real quick as well is I'm on my phone over here. Roughly about probably close to 10 feet away is actually my computer. So I don't have access necessarily to go right directly to the comments. I have to kind of look, as you just saw me do, I have to kind of look over and see if there's comments. They don't show up here on the phone. And one of the reason for that one, unfortunately, they don't show up here on the phone, is because my phone is a guest of StreamYard. So I know, sounds weird, sounds like an excuse. It really, really isn't, though. Uh, it really isn't. But that's the reason why sometimes I stop what I'm doing. I walk over and I'm checking out comments. I come back and I answer questions maybe a couple minutes later, but you still at least will get the answers right here on the spot. So, but that's one of the reasons why. Also today, something that's a little bit different is I have some music playing in the background. Now, this is something that I have to say, just for legal reasons. Yes, I do have legal rights to actually play all the music that is playing. I do have the rights for all of the music. I do. So I have to make that clear. I have to put that out there for Facebook mainly, and of course YouTube. So that's why I'm just throwing that out there. All right, guys, so we just have a couple of minutes left, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get started maybe a little bit early because this one takes kind of a little bit longer than the last couple that I've done. So the fan favorite I'm doing today is from my very own FairyTale Land. Hopefully that music's not too loud. Okay, good. The fan favorite today is actually a little mad. He's the Mad Hatter. And I love this version of him. It's like the chibi version of the Mad Hatter. And I super, super love this particular piece. It kind of says it all about the Mad Hatter and also his little buddy, the Hare. So the Hare is actually just a regular old little bunny, just has a little vest on. You'll see it in just a second. Um, yeah, completely different than what the regular traditional Alice in Wonderland that we all know from Disney. Um, excuse me. So yeah, this is just a really cool and fun piece to do. I'm looking forward to getting to start this with you. And without further ado, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started. So I'm going to flip this. There we go. And bear with me for 1 second, guys. Settings, camera. There we go. Okay. So I'm also trying out this little light that I have too above my desk because unfortunately I don't know where you guys are, but I know here it's pretty dark. All right, I'm going to lift this. This might be a mistake. I'm going to adjust my table a little bit, guys. So hold on 1 second here. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's good. All right. So here we go. This is the piece I was talking about, so the Mad Hatter. And I wish I can zoom in a little bit more. Unfortunately, I cannot, but that's all right. I think you guys can still see everything. And at the end, I'm going to just have a close up shot as well. So, oh, hold on 1 second. I got a comment, so I'll be right back. Martin, no. What I will do. There it goes. Turn it down just a little bit. All right. So this particular piece, I actually create a lot of my own colors. So just kind of forewarning you right now. So I'm going to be going over the same parts here and there. But first, I'm going to do his skin tone. Which for a skin tone, I use a light peach. And if there's a bad glare, just let me know, guys. I'm kind of looking in the camera too, just to see, make sure that there's nothing major. You guys, I just want you guys to see this. So yes, this is the Mad Hatter. He is looking at him. You can definitely tell he's definitely up to no good. Okay, that's really the only skin tone that's on this guy. All right, so I'm actually going to work from the top and work my way down with this particular one, uh, just because it seems to work better for me doing it that way with this piece. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just get started. You know me and my white lines. Okay, we don't see that part. Let's go check something out. All right. Just checking the comments, guys. Sorry about that. All right. Now, I don't want to leave this part white, his card or his little tag up here, so I'm going to make it like a very, very, very pale yellow-ish. It's actually it's cream. The color is called cream. The one that I just used. All right. Now we're going to start working on our purple here. Whoops, wrong side. I'm going to try to adjust this down a little bit, guys. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. A little better. I just saw the little glare there, guys, so I'm going to try to keep it angled enough so you don't get the glare. You know, coloring is so therapeutic. It really, really is. Ouch. Oops. All right, since I already have the color out, I'm going to use it again. So tomorrow I'm kind of excited. I'm going to be a guest speaker at Fontana Elementary in Fontana, Wisconsin. And I'm going to be talking about comic books. We can talk about animation, of course. But basically, like, you know, different kind of careers you can have in either of them. But just kind of the fun of comic books and animation. I mean, you guys got to admit, I mean, comic books and animation are fun. I mean, it has its moments, only like any other job, but okay. So see that. Okay, good. Again, I just keep checking my screen on the computer. Thankfully, that's big enough. Make sure that I'm not really too much in the way of, my hand isn't too much in the way of the piece. But yeah, the past couple of days, past week has really been kind of nice and busy for me. Lots of fun stuff happening, lots of stuff going on. I believe we're actually going to be doing our own first claymation. It's going to be something quick, you know. It's nothing. It's not like a major motion picture yet, but we're going to have, I think, our own claymation. And I'm talking with someone about that. Plus, I'm talking with another animator for something else that I want to work on. Writing comic strips, kind of getting the layout of what I want to do with the comic strips. So hopefully in March, I can start getting those produced, and it's coming out in the summertime. I'll have the new comic strip series coming out. All right, let me go with his hair. His hair is a fun color, guys. I like doing his hair. Just fun. Oh, poppy red. But yeah, it's been very eventful the last week. I know today's only Tuesday, but I mean, I've been working on this stuff for a while, and I just decided, I'm like, hey, you know what the heck? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna do it. It's time. And I am. That's the same color. Actually, I like this light a lot. It really does illuminate the whole piece. I don't know where you guys are, whoever's watching, but here in Wisconsin, you know, we've got some. It's been kind of dreary today, and it's been icy. Lots of ice on the roads. So anybody, please be careful. Um, we're not getting any snow, but around us in Illinois, I think they got some snow. So yeah, just really yucky. All right, here's where I'm going to make my first color, and it's going to be his jacket. So I love putting two colors together to make my own color. I think it's just really cool. Man, okay, there we go. We got trying to stay out of the way there. Wow, this marker is about to go. Sorry. And what's really nice too is that even if your marker is kind of streaky, which it's a marker, they're going to be streaky a little bit. It's okay because if you're going to go over it again and create your own color, sometimes the streaks go away because you got a marker going over a marker. So sometimes they kind of iron themselves out, so the streaks aren't too bad, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen in this case. Very happy that I have got some commissions to work on. Yay! So I like working on commissions. I really do. They're just fun to work on. Different pieces that people send me. Sometimes it's really fun. It's really cool. All right, so these back here, these are the tails. There we go. All right, so that's just one color. And the next color, I think, is this one. All right. Yeah, this is it. So if everyone else, so I just went over, so that's actually my own color. You can kind of see like here, looking in the screen, I can see that this one is a lot darker than this side. This has more of like that paleness to it. This kind of has that more vibrant kind of a green look, and that's kind of the look that I was going for. It's almost like a kid booger yellow or a kid booger green. Now, isn't that pretty? That's not actually what I'm going to call it, but I said that to Brandon and my mom one time. And they're like, "Oh, she just got boogers on everything." I'm like, yeah, why not? It's just a fun word, booger. Get the tails here. All right. So there's my booger green jacket on the Mad Hatter. All right. So now I'm going to get this little stuff inside here, like his vest and all that. Let's see. There it is. Sorry, guys, my hand is in the way. That one. There. That brown is a little bit different. I wanted that on purpose like that, just to kind of show off some different colors in this whole piece, because he's very colorful, as we all know. All right, I think this is the color I want. I'm hoping this is the color I want. All right, so we're going to get his collar here on his shirt. This is also part of his shirt, which is why I'm coloring that in there. So last week, I don't know if you guys remember. I think this is what I was about to say, and I don't think I finished it. So when you go over, markers always will have a tendency to have some streaks here and there. You can kind of see it up here on his hats. You can kind of see it, in some of the other parts that I've colored. But if you're going with a marker over a marker, sometimes they iron themselves out. Well, if you also remember me saying that I use two different kind of markers. I use Blick Studio markers, which are more of an water-based, and then I also use Prismacolor, which is more oil-based. Now, what's the difference? Oil-based, once you put it down on the paper, it stays. You might have a little spread here, but it just depends on the paper you use. Water-based, as soon as you put the marker down on the paper, it's going to spread a little bit more because it's a little lighter. So that's exactly what happened here. So I did my oil base first, and then I went over it with the water base, and as you can kind of tell, it got rid of some of the lines on his jacket because I said that that first marker was actually getting dried up, and I'm going to have to replace it soon. So that's the reason why I stopped. That's the reason why I was telling you guys. So carry on. All right. Next, we're going to work on his pants. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Again, trying to keep my hand out of the way there. All right. And where'd it go? There it is. So the marker I'm using right now is more of an water-based. So you can tell there's not a lot of streaks in there as I'm coloring. It's also a newer marker too, so that kind of helps. Excuse me. All right. Normally I wait to the end. We're not done yet, but I'm going to go in and I'm going to do some shadows on him. So the color that I like to use a lot for shadows, it's a warm gray at 40%. And I like using that because it's not too dark. It's also not too light, so you can tell that it's a shadow. So you can tell, see, so you can kind of tell. So it's like just right. And when it melts, I'm looking at the ice outside. It's when it dries a very nice color that you can completely tell is like a shadow looking. All right, so we're going to put this over here. Boop, boop. You get sound effects too. Come up here. A bit of shadow. Okay. So it only gives you kind of like an idea that it's kind of shaping around something, like that it's like 3D-esque. All right, so we're gonna work on. Oops, I forgot a part. I just forgot a part. Yep, we got these guys right in here. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to do this hat, and I want to do this one a different color. So I think I'm going to do this one kind of more on the purple, like the darker purple side. Really? Thunder? That's weird. Like we're just getting everything today. So apparently at some point we had thunder and lightning. We had snow. We have had ice coming down. So man, it's just, like I said, a little bit of everything. Okay. That of course is the underside of the hat. So I wanted to just be a little different than just a green. Then it's kind of too much green. So and again, keep in mind that this piece is available for sale. So if anyone is interested in it, please let me know at any time. Or you can always just go right on bulkystudiosart.com and you can purchase it there. Anywhere you get it, it's not going to matter because you are going to get, it's going to come matted. So you can see, so it's going to be not just this you're getting the actual mat board and bagged. So yeah, take care of my stuff for you guys. There we go. All right, so making sure I didn't have any comments over there. So I don't want to leave this completely white, that white ring I did there. So I'm going to actually just make it a little bit of a color, just a little bit. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Oops. I try to keep it at an angle like this so it can actually set up a little bit and you guys can see what's going on and you don't have that big shadow, which I just saw now. There. I'll do it that way. Then you don't have the shadow. All right. I think I got everything on him. Okay, so something else that I like to do too is like, especially when you have teeth and they're like that, like in your face. I also kind of just like to go in sometimes and just add a little shadow with the teeth. No, you absolutely don't have to. It is all personal preference. Everything, all the colors I use, also a personal preference. But so now again, you can kind of see that it brings. Now it just doesn't look like, like a massive grill, right on his teeth. And if you want to get like ugly with it, you can put like a cream color or like a pale yellow. You can kind of do that a little bit if you want instead of keeping them white. But I'm just going to keep them white for now. All right, so the little rabbit over here. So this little guy, I give him a blue vest. If I can find my blue. Here it is. Let me just push this up a little bit. There we go. And then instead of just keeping him regular old white, I'm going to add just like a little bit of like a palish yellow kind of highlight to him. Because it'll just make him stand out just a little bit more. Now, you can use almost really any color you want. Sometimes I use blue, like a pale blue. Sometimes I use yellow, which is kind of one of my favorites, one of my go-tos. But it's all a preference. Yeah. See, so I'm not coloring them in yellow or anything, just kind of giving them that little bit of a highlight just to kind of make them stand out a little bit. All right, so the next part that I'm going to work on, so basically he's done. So I'm just going to do my little sketchy thingy in the background so you guys can kind of see that. How is, let's see it. That's okay. Now I got to figure out what I want in the background. That's the next fun part. I've done so many different colors and different things. Oh, I got some comments. So hold on one second, guys. Oh, hey, Allie, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Prismas are awesome. I love Prismacolor markers. I really do. If you're ever looking for like to expand your marker set, this is going out to Allie. I hope I'm saying your name right. Also check out the Blick Studio markers too. Those are great. They're kind of just like they basically really are just like Prismacolor. Price wise, they're probably about the same, pretty comparable, and but they're the water based versions, and Prismacolor and Blick work really well together. They really do marker wise. They're really cool. And thank you very much. All right, so the background. All right, what am I going to do in the background, guys? I'm kind of thinking more. I was thinking like a pink because I got all these fun colors here, and it's a very colorful piece. I don't want to do green because it's going to blend too much with the hat and the jacket. Orange, blue. I always do blue with stuff. Purple could work. I do have, I got some different purples in there, but might be a little overkill purple. So let me think here. That would be my puppy, my dog. Decides to come out here and wake everybody up. I'm just going to use the pink. So as you see, as I'm coloring this, just kind of do my little sketchy background. I'm not touching any part of the Mad Hatter or the hair. And again, if kind of for that, you kind of see as I'm doing my little sketch, you see I'm keeping some of the white, almost like a highlight around the Mad Hatter and the hair. So I'm sure you can kind of see that. So I like doing that because it makes them stand out a little bit more than if the whole background was completely solid colored. Does that make sense? right, so I'm just going to put on the bottom here. I don't know, I started doing this, and for some reason I just kind of like doing it now. It's kind of like, just a couple lines on the bottom. There we go. I don't know, kind of just makes them pop out and stand out a little bit more. All right, and there we go. Oh, I forgot a part. There we go. And there we go. There we have it. All right, so I'm going to take this down so you guys can see a little bit easier, hopefully. There we go. There we go. Now you can see that background probably a little bit more. Zoom in on his teeth a little bit. Creepy teeth. And I did this in here because it kind of shows you going from like darkest to lightest. So now I'm actually showing on purpose like a shine. Kind of see that there. So there we go, guys. The Mad Hatter and hair. So again, this piece is available if anybody wants it. It's just go to bulkystudiosart.com or leave a comment right here, and I'll definitely get it shipped out to you guys. It's only going to be $40 plus right now. I'm going to offer free shipping because I just did this live. So today only, free shipping on this piece. So if you are interested, please let me know anywhere in the US. So please let me know. But I'm going to flip this around. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Hi. All right, so you guys just saw that. We are done with this episode of Coloring with Jeff. Now, next week, Tuesday, I have a whole brand new piece that I'm going to be bringing out. And I'm looking forward to coloring this piece. When I saw it, I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is going to be it. So I'm very excited about this. It's a piece I've never hand colored before. So I'm looking forward to that one as well. Again, guys, I just want to say thank you very much for checking this out, staying with me the whole time, or even just if you're checking it out now after the live, thank you very much. Please feel free to share this video and share any of the videos of Coloring with Jeff. I know that it's 3 o'clock, so it's like right in the middle of the day, basically. People are still at work. All the videos are actually recorded, so you can always go back and you can always watch them at your leisure. So again, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys had some fun with this. I know that I have a couple of comments, so I'm gonna go do some of the comments right now. Just answer them for you guys. But again, thank you so much. I hope to see you next week also at 3 o'clock right here. Now also I want you guys to let me know, what do you guys think about the time frame? And I've mentioned that in my very first episode of this season. The time frame is going to be 3 o'clock, and I know that's a little different, but it's a little earlier than I normally go. I usually go about 6 or 7 o'clock at night. But let me know what you guys think. I'm just kind of curious if this is a good time, if I should switch it, and what time I should maybe switch it to. So again, guys, thank you very much. You guys are awesome, and I'm going to go head over there right now and go shut this off. All right. Thank you. Oh. Aw, Ellie, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for that comment. I really appreciate that. And thank you for watching me for all these years. I feel so bad for you. But thank you. I really do appreciate that. All right, guys, again, thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week, Tuesday at the same time, as of right now anyway, the same time next week. So take care, guys. Thank you.